promised me, Dad, a year of hope, hardship, and promise. Okay, let me say this. The critics will say, you're too old. You're going to be 77 in 2020. You wouldn't have any new ideas. You've already run twice and lost. You'd have to promise it would be one term only, and that the blue-collar Rust Belters who you'd need to get elected already love Donald Trump.
They love me more. But they're right about all the first parts correct.
How could you overcome all that?
Well, I'm not sure I can overcome the front end, but I understand the Rust Belt. Donald Trump has no notion what those people are going through. And if you take if you take a look, and that's not a criticism, it's an observation, because look, but for 77,000 votes, this would be a different race now. Come on, let's take a look at this. And you know, it's you know, they call me middle class Joe. Well, it's not meant as a compliment in Washington. It means I'm not sophisticated, but I understand. I understand what built this country, and I just the only thing I know is the middle class, their hopes, their aspirations, because it's where I come from. It's what I am.
There was a poll out today that said 82% of Donald Trump voters would vote for him again.
Well, I think that's true, but you take a look at 82% of 30% of the vote. I mean, you know, it's a. Look, I'm not prognosticating about what will happen 4 years from now, but I do know that there is a need to respond to the genuine concerns of these people who have reason to be concerned. They're worried about digitalization. They're worried about artificial intelligence. They're worried about, will there be a job for me?
Well, what happened in the Obama administration that left them feeling disregarded?
Well, I tell you what happened. What happened was we had to deal for 6 years dragging this economy out of a ditch. We got it up on the ground, and if I had run, the thematic notion was, this is what we've done, now let me tell you what we're going to do now. We began to focus on being able to put together, wages started to increase, things began to move.
Let me ask you something on this, Mr. Vice President, because I know a lot of these voters, and some of the things you hear is they're sick of being told how to speak and what words are okay and what words aren't okay, and they're sick of God being pulled out of the public square and religion being demonized, and they also worry about pocketbook issues. But, you know, to those who are concerned about those issues, not to mention Second Amendment issues, who think, I'm no longer identifying with the Democrat ticket, what say you?
Well, I say, look, all those folks, just what would your mother say? Not a joke. What would your mother say about the way this administration talks, the language it uses, the way it denigrates other people? The middle class I know was not raised that way. And if you take a look how it's not like he won the middle class. This was a very, very close race, even with all those folks. I spent all my time in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Those are the states that did it.
Yeah, and it was very close in those states. But and I think part of the reason was we never got to speak to what was on their mind. I
mean, Hillary Clinton's been criticized for not having a clear message on that. I want to ask you, though, because
I think she had a clear message. She didn't get a chance to give the message because what happened was it was all about, look.
But she didn't go to those states. She didn't go to Wisconsin.
I think that was